Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Jofo here, and I am back on some Pillars of Eternity, and apparently I'm moving super slow. Alright, there we go. So we are going to continue the adventures of Core Blood Death. I have been playing a lot on Lume, my other character, my Elven Hunter, Elven Ranger, and I have to say, like, the story gets really damn cool. Yeah, so let's continue. There's a character I gotta meet here that I haven't met yet. That would be a really neat idea to meet. Slaying Spirit. It does have Burning Lash, but it's not. Reliable Slaying Spirit of Constitution +2 of Will 3. See, Resolve and Might would have been better for me, but that's fine. If Constitution +2 is fine. Oh, they're exactly the same. Oh no, Crushing Lash. See, fine is fine. I would prefer that. Definitely that. Nice to do that. Anyways, I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Stuck home alone with nothing but... I can't add it. That's disappointing. So I can change the quality, but I can't change these things, which is really too bad. And I can't do slaying because I don't have enough Barath spells, but that I can always go get some Barath spells. That might not be a bad idea. Okay, well, let's continue. Oh yeah, you want that egg, so I have to go get that. Okay, so she just told me it wasn't a road sickness. There you are. It may be that the self... sorry, I forgot that, but I was reading this. It may be that she is half-minded or deaf, but something feels wrong as you watch her knitting takes... As you watch, her knitting takes on an odd cadence. Cadence, and you have a terrible suspicion that something lurks beneath what your eyes are showing you. Her brown hair is long, almost impossibly to the length of her hands. As you follow the stream of her locks downwards, the hair becomes long and black, splitting off into threads of black and silver and wrapping around her hands. She is forming a soul cradle with the threads, braiding a net in front of you, each finger long and sharp like a series of knitting needles, almost hypnotic. The silver and black strands of her hair weave together, with silver predominating as a highlight, the black shadowing it. And suddenly you are calm. You are on the plateau, almost the height of a tower, several stories high. The plateau is like a table lying beneath the clear sky. Beneath the plateau, surrounding it in all directions, a forest hazy with mist, although whether it is actual mist or distance or a recollection. Resting in the curve of the natural arc above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging at attention as if looking down on you and the events unfolding before you. The plateau has soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you is rough and warm. The sky forms a cradle around you. You feel different, not disembodied, but you feel your body, your physical contours have changed along with the surroundings. And you hear the soft series of chimes like wind chimes in the sound. At the sound, the scene gains color and texture, as if the sound is beckoning you gently forth, filling your senses and thoughts like mist rolling softly into the sealed chamber. And, focus on the chimes, The chime coaxes you deeper into the memory, and you're certain it is a memory, a warm one. You are on the stone of the plateau, your knees on the warm texture of the ground, silver white shimmering like Audra. The plateau is form of it, glistening in the sun. You can feel the heat of on your skin, your wrists and your hands. Your hands are in motion, weaving, not threads, but gathering, tenderly moving along the first movement of Barath's wheel. Your hands are wet, your hands are upon the flesh of a newborn child, and you can feel the crowning of a tiny head turning in your grip. The head slick, wet from the womb. Ew. The hands you are wearing inhabiting have done this many times, and they are practiced and confident. You can feel distant pains in your own head as the head emerges, a stream of fluid from the womb helping the newborn slide forth, and a woman's labored breathing crying out. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes, clear, cutting through the haze of memory. You cannot see where they are coming from, but they are close, and they are meant as a comfort. Of that you are certain. And coaxed by your hands, every movement causing the chimes to sound again. Almost eagerly, the child comes forth and as it does, your hands are in motion, weaving, moving along the length of a soft, wet rope. No, an umbilical cord from the legs of the naked woman before you. You are holding a small child still wet from the womb before you. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, the ringing of chimes echoing in its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred and at the edges, and if you are viewing a soul from within a soul. But it is there, it is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and at her first cry, her hand reaches out for it. You surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before, and as your hands move, the chime echoes the movement, and you realize the chimes are hanging from the cords on your wrists. And where once they echoed in the memory, they are now echoing in the child's mind as well. The chimes are intended to welcome the child, to be its first gentle greeting into the world, a soothing sound guided by the tender motions of your wrists. You are helping to weave its thoughts, its perceptions, and the experience. The woman laughs with a ragged joy, laughing from the parched throat. Her emotions seem soothed, but the physical demands of the labor have left her exhausted. But the child is here, the child is safe, and all atop the plateau is peaceful, calm, distance, flattening out as the memory persists. With effort, the scene bleeds of color, and your mind becomes your own again. There is no pull, no anchor, yet the sound of the chimes remain, as they existed in the memory. They sound here as well, and they are hanging from woven braids of the wrists of the woman before you. Even as your head is spinning from the touch of her mind, the sound of the chimes on her wrist is sharp and clear, as if coaxing you back to the real world. The woman still sits before you, but she is nothing like what you first saw. She is wearing black shredded garments that drape over her form like streamers. The hair is streaked of black and runs through with silver. Her age is almost impossible to tell. She simply feels old, like a crumbled watchtower. As she lifts her head to face you, you see that her hair is draped across the front of her face like a veil. What you first saw of her was a mental glamour of some sort, unconscious, and you realize what you see is not what the world sees, and you are perhaps the first to see her true self. Still, you don't sense a threat in the realization. If anything, you feel a sense of relief from the figure. You can hear her thoughts, and she is glad to at last be seen. What was that?
The eyes of others do not remember. You were the first to see me as I am, the call stripped aside.
There's a light touch on your mind, a caress, and her left hand mirrors the motion of the touch, reaching up to the air between you. You hear the chime on her wrist sound softly. Her hand moves as if pantomiming, resting on your cheek at a distance, and she speaks softly and slowly.
Memories. Cadence of wheels on a caravan track. Fever, questions by running water, violence in a night's campfire, arrows in the dark, and fleeing, falling rock and cracking stone, and a storm. The storm that brushed you. Did its screaming wake you from your mind's cradle? Your memory of it is painful. Its cry is difficult to ignore. It's like a child. Many children crying out.
Her hand withdraws shyly, the chimes sounding softly once again. The woman stands uncertainly as if she has been sitting for some time, or is too weak to bear her own weight. You notice her cheekbones are tight, her face gaunt, yet while her stance is weak, she seems determined to stand before you.
You are able to see me.
It is almost a question. You suddenly realize she doesn't seem to know what you saw when you looked at her, the image on the plateau. Yet the image was so clear, so sharp, you're surprised she didn't feel you there.
To see me is a rare gift. A watcher's gift. So many questions, thoughts, whirling like storm winds. That storm still roars through you, deep beneath your thoughts, yet muted in secret, like an underground river. I cannot tell if it is carving new channels, or eroding what keeps your true strength buried. The fact that you could hear it at all, survive it, is something few have ever done. Your power will grow stronger with each soul you touch, as it allowed you to reach out to mine.
There is a silence, and although it seems to last for but a heartbeat in your thoughts, it stretches out between the two of you, like a pull between your minds. You blink, take a breath, and then you realize she wants to ask you a question, yet can't form the words, as if assembling them is painful, or there simply are not enough pieces. You feel a wave of fear gusted with the strength of relief, although, oddly, her expression does not change. Then fear dissipates, and you feel strength and certainty, as if the plateau from her memory lies beneath you, and a calm sky looks down upon you. It's okay. Alright, sorry about that. Had to go to the bathroom. So, I do like her, and I am doing her quests right now, but...
Farewell.
Well, not farewell, but there. Let's try that. Eastern Barbicane, Western Barbicane, Main Keep, Bright Hollow, Bailey Tower, South Curtain Wall. Let's do West Curtain Wall. apparently I have really sold all my stuff, so... Okay, now that I'm seeing this, these guys are much less geared than my other people. Hmm. Alright, let's talk to this guy, Triggle.
Greetings.
Only that her father's men have been banging down the doors and stirring up trouble looking for her. I never met her myself. Did she now? What else did she say? She said she saw the two of you talking. What was it about her father dragged her out here to get hitched to get to some backwoods noble? She wanted an escape, all right, and I was happy to give it to her. We snuck across the river a few nights ago for some private time. Come to find out, we weren't exactly alone. An ogre taller than Winfrith's tail sprung out of the forest, and we were so lost in the heat of the moment we didn't notice it until it was upon us. It grabbed Alice and disappeared into the night before I could even pull my britches up. And you suppose I should have run after the ogre with nothing but my own waning scepter to attack it? Oh my god, my own waning scepter, yes. A lot of good that would have done us both. She could still be alive. I'm in no shape to go after her, but that heron looks like he'd have copper to spare for anyone who found her. Others around here have seen the ogre east of town. Took most of Rumbold's pigs just the other day. If someone were to find it, there'd be a lot of grateful people in Deerford. He's hardly talked about anything else since those pigs of his went missing. The whole town's been worried about that monster. People are starting to see shapes in their minds at night, hearing its growl in the snoring of their mates. It would put a lot of minds at ease if someone got rid of it. No, it's collapsed. Nothing. A few hides on a stretching rack, and the tallow stench Dangler's always grumbling about. The rest of the keep's dust, just like the fool's lady Thanu, who tried to hold it. Man, you sell exceptional equipment, very expensive, my friend. I do want this. And that. That. Okay. so weird how some of these characters have like oh, that's what she already had? Oh, but I do like that one better, so yes, we will give her that one. Oh no, she had fine padded armor. Oh yes, that's much better. Immune boost. Let's enchant this if we can. Yes, it's staying that. No sleep. Okay. What's her int? So enchant of intellect. Can't do intellect 2 though, because I don't have a diamond. So intellect 1 is exceptional, which is fantastic, and it will be slash proof. Okay. Okay. Oh wow, he doesn't even have like an exceptional gun. Okay, so he's got them all. Good. Okay. Sorry, that was kind of a waste of time. Especially considering... wow, okay, I've been wasting 20 minutes.
gods keep you.
Let's go kill Nefri. Or Nifra. Or whatever. You okay? Hmm? Let's look in here.
I'll get it open.
Apparently not. Some old friends from the Defiance Bay are looking for me. We're not exactly friends anymore. If you catch my drift, I'm just trying to lie low and mind my own business. Know what I mean? Boss? Alright, alright. My friends here thinks you could maybe help us out. Now I'm sure you're a busy woman, so I'll make it worth your time. Just go take a look around town, come back and let me know if the coast is clear. Let me guess, was that someone named Medrith? It's a lie, plain and simple. I got on the wrong side of his employers and now he's after me. But if you're here to do his dirty work, I won't make it easy on you. What's sorry? The Dominels came after me. I just happened to rob the wrong place. How was I supposed to know they'd already claimed it? It was an honest mistake. I'm just trying to survive now. If you spoke with Medrith, you know where he's waiting. Please help me get out of here. Alright, I'm trusting you. Don't have much choice. See if you can send him the other way. That should buy me some time. Oh, I'll direct him, alright. I'll direct him home. I wonder if I can tell the dude where his daughter is. It's funny, because last time I didn't come up to that solution. For some reason, I must have clicked too quickly and he attacked. My other character. Now I at least know where your daughter might be. Eaten by the ogre. That's a good place for her.
Yes. Have you news of Alice?
I do.
Alice. Of course.
Okay, I can't tell you yet that your daughter's dead, so let's finish this, then let's go see for the ogre. Let's go talk to Medreth. I have a feeling these are all side quests. Obviously, they don't pertain to the greater story at the moment. I really don't want to lose too much time, but at the same time,
Hello.
she won't get far. You've been most helpful. My employers in-house Domino send their thanks. You're welcome. What the hell is that thing that he's got? Is that a warthog? A secret society of animancers has been traveling around Eastern Reach, promising to restore life to lost loved ones. They perform their rituals at clandestine meetings in various cities, never staying in one place for more than a few days. Though some spark of life appears to be restored to the bodies they revive, authorities suspect that the group is behind abductions, murders, vivisections, and other ghastly practices that appear to be required of them. Yeah, her, not, it's okay. Okay. Let's go see about this ogre. Oh yes, this is a land of these guys.
Let's go. Let's go.
You done casting spells, dude? It's such a waste.
Let's go. Let's go.
Almost.
Let's go.
Levaru, beyond seek!
Bum, 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 bum. My girlfriend's really not feeling very well, so if I get called away, you all know why, which is perfectly normal. It just sucks that she's not feeling good.
Brave thou Philon
Die!
Let's go. Let's go.
Moe Fixi Anna!
I don't know what's happening there, but that is an interesting glitch.
Where is there?
So I don't understand why I wasn't able to find any traces of the daughter. I wonder if it's because I hadn't gotten from the conversation that she was in there. Just kind of weird. Well, we're gonna solve this ogre problem. Well, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Episode 25. Oh yeah, giggity. We're advancing. I don't know how quickly we're advancing. I don't know if I should, probably 20 hours, I should probably already be in the next zone. But yeah, we'll figure that out.
Brave thou Philon
Let's go. Let's.
Oh no, sorry, to him. Wow, he's already fucking gone through all his spells.
Most inconvenient.
I wish you no harm. I wish you no harm. I wish you no harm.
Thick webs ripple in the cavern breeze. Mummified remains are tangled within. Let's kill this ogre. Ogre. Well, he's not here before the bell rings here. Let's get the key. So she was with child, and she was eaten by an ogre. That's cool. The note is bloodstained and torn, and the edges are smudged with some kind of pigment. From the scraps that are legible, you can make out hastily written instructions. To avoid the entrance on the tower, traffic through my shop would attract the attention. Deerford may be sympathetic to our goals, but they wouldn't approve of a temple. Yet key to the entrance by the river, east of town. But be careful on the road. Reports of these days. T. Huh. Alright everybody, we don't have enough time to go kill the ogre. We will do that at the beginning of next episode. So that will be all for this episode. I truly hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, could you please leave a like? It really helps the channel out more than you know, generates interest, and it generates traffic. If you want to see more content like this, please do subscribe. And if you want to know every time I drop a video, hit the bell icon. That way you are advised of everything I do. So thank you very much for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Peace out, yo.